Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being, well, incredibly well-informed on the absolute latest and most impactful AI advancements. Today, we're taking a deep dive into what feels like the future, but it's happening right now. We're pulling out the most surprising facts, the crucial insights from the AI News Digest for August 5, 2025. And it's been a truly remarkable week, hasn't it? Packed with groundbreaking new AI models and some seriously significant industry shifts. Okay, let's unpack this. We're kicking things off with what I think is one of the most visually exciting areas right now. AI's ability to create and edit images and now video too, with just stunning realism. And wow, did we get a surprise model drop from Alibaba's Qwen team? They've unveiled this 20 billion parameter MMDIT model. And MMDIT, for anyone wondering, that's multi-modal diffusion transformer, basically a pretty advanced AI architecture designed for generating images and text together. But what really stands out, even in their own announcement, is how especially strong it is at creating these amazing graphic posters with native text.
Yeah, and that's the key, isn't it? The native text.
Right. Not just slapping text on top, but making it part of the image.
Exactly. Because getting text right, in pixel without it looking like gibberish or just weirdly distorted, that's been a massive challenge for diffusion models, a real Achilles heel. And yet, Quinn Image seems to nail it. They're saying best in class for Chinese text and apparently rivaling even GPT-4o in English for how well it integrates the text visually.
That's huge.
It is. It addresses a major pain point for designers. And it's not just text, is it?
No, apparently it's really good at image editing too. Compares well with models like Flux Kontext.
That's what they're showing, yeah. Plus, it's quite versatile, handles things like object detection, super resolution, so it's not just a generator, it understands images too.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the transparency is good here. They put out a detailed, 46-page technical report.
That's refreshing.
It is, and they talk about using synthetic data, which seems key to reaching this performance level.
So, for you listening, the practical takeaway here is the power of an open-weight model. It's Apache 2.0, licensed, pushing the boundaries in graphic design, visual content creation. Imagine the possibilities, right? Independent artists, small businesses, even big marketing teams.
Yeah, generating campaign-ready stuff with perfect text in minutes. It really democratizes that kind of high-quality design. No need for a graphic designer for every single idea.
Okay, but there's always a catch, isn't there? The hardware requirement.
Yes. It's a beast. You need something like 44 gigs of VRAM just for the generation model using FP16.
Which is half precision, already more efficient, but still.
Still way beyond most consumer cards. And the advanced editing model, over 80 gigs.
Wow. So running it locally on your own machine is pretty much out for most people right now.
For now, yes. But the community is already buzzing about quantized versions.
Right. The lighter, more compact versions.
Exactly. Those should make local inference much more feasible on typical hardware. Hopefully we'll see those soon.
Okay, so that visual leap from Alibaba, it kind of leads us to another big player making moves in multimodal, xAI's Gro Imagine. That's rolling out now on the Grok app, right? Elon Musk's vision for super fast visual generation.
Yeah, and the speed is definitely the headline here.
It caught my eye, too. What are we talking about?
Well, Musk reported 6-second video clips rendering in just 15 seconds.
15 seconds. For a video clip.
Yep, from text prompt to rendered video. And the target, apparently, is real-time generation.
Real-time? When?
Within the next 3 to 6 months. That's the goal.
Okay, that kind of acceleration. It's a game changer for content creation, surely.
Absolutely. Think about rapid prototyping for films, ads, instantly generating dynamic social media stuff, or even creating little animated stories as you, talk them out.
It just shrinks that whole iteration cycle down massively.
Lets creators explore way more ideas.
That speed is really something.
Yeah.
But achieving real time, is that just about throwing more compute, more GPUs at it? Or are there, fundamental algorithm breakthroughs needed to hit that 3 to 6 month target?
Good question. It's probably a mix of both. You definitely need immense compute power. These things are hungry. But real time suggests more than just brute force. It points towards ongoing algorithmic tweaks, maybe architectural innovations, to make the whole process just fundamentally more efficient.
So smarter, not just faster hardware.
Likely, yeah. Breakthroughs in how they synthesize information and render frames.
So what new creative avenues does this really open up for you, the listener, beyond just speeding things up?
Well, imagine visual content becoming as fluid as instantaneous as thought. Brainstorming sessions where ideas just appear visually on screen as you speak them.
Turning static pitches into, like, dynamic, evolving stories right there.
Exactly. That kind of immediacy changes the creative process itself.
Okay, so moving from generating these stunning visuals almost instantly to making AI genuinely think smarter. And I have to admit, when I saw the numbers for this next one, Seed Prover, I did a double take. This is where it gets really interesting. We're talking leaps in AI's ability to handle complex logical challenges.
Yeah.
How do we even measure that kind of intelligence?
Well, ByteDance's Seed Prover gives us a pretty good yardstick, especially in math and theorem proving. This model is, well, it's a staggering leap. It scored 331 out of 657 on Putnam Bench.
Which is notoriously difficult math.
Extremely difficult. And that score is roughly 4 times better than the previous state of the art. 4 times.
Wow.
And maybe even more impressive, it got a perfect 100% on OpenAI's mini F2F benchmark. That surpasses DeepMind's alpha geometry too, which was already a huge deal.
Okay, so it's acing these really hard math tests. What's the bigger picture here?
The bigger picture is what this represents. Advancements like this in reasoning, they equate to something like a compute equivalent gain of maybe 10x for tasks that rely heavily on logic.
The 10x gain, just from being smarter.
Kind of, yeah. It's a jump comparable in impact, potentially, to the original transformer architecture for reasoning tasks. It's like your laptop suddenly solving problems that needed a supercomputer just because the AI got fundamentally better at figuring things out.
More efficient reasoning.
Exactly. A qualitative jump in handling complex multi-step deduction that's a cornerstone of, actual intelligence.
So what does this mean for you, listening? Beyond AI doing incredibly hard math homework, obviously.
Right. It's not just about passing tests.
No. Potential for AI to assist in really complex fields. Science, engineering, maybe even law. It feels immense.
It is. You could see AI co-pilots helping chemists find new drug molecules faster, or engineers optimizing incredibly complex material structures.
For things like lighter aircraft or stronger buildings.
Precisely. Accelerating breakthroughs that might otherwise take decades. Helping us tackle challenges that seemed almost insurmountable before by finding insights or proofs even human experts might miss.
Okay, shifting gears a bit now. Let's talk about the intense competitive landscape. And the friction, sometimes subtle, sometimes not so subtle, playing out between the big AI players. Because these announcements, they aren't just tech demos anymore, are they?
No, definitely not. They're strategic moves. Geopolitical chess pieces, almost. And Huawei's Pangu Ultra is a prime example. A massive model, 718 billion parameters. It's a mixture of experts, a MOE model.
Right, MOE, like having lots of specialized brains inside the AI.
Sort of, yeah. Only the relevant experts activate for a given task, making it powerful but also efficient, especially at this huge scale. But the really crucial detail about Pangu Ultra isn't just its size.
It's the hardware.
It's the hardware. It was trained entirely on Huawei's own Ascend NPUs, explicitly without Nvidia hardware.
Wow. Okay, that's a statement.
It's profoundly strategically important, especially for China's goal of technological independence in AI infrastructure. It signals a clear move towards self-reliance. The model itself has a permissive custom license, requires attribution, but the underlying message is unmistakable.
Major players building their entire AI stack from the silicon up. What does it really mean when a company like Huawei does that? Builds the whole stack independently? It feels like more than just a model release.
Oh, it absolutely is. It's a geopolitical statement about self-reliance in a critical tech sector.
So from your perspective, does this kind of push for independence risk, like fragmenting the AI world? Or could it actually spur more diverse innovation by challenging the existing monopolies?
It definitely adds complexity. On one hand, yeah, you could see fragmentation, different ecosystems, maybe incompatible hardware and software. That could hinder interoperability. But on the other hand, it undeniably drives domestic innovation and resilience, reduces reliance on external suppliers for vital tech.
So for you, the user or developer, it might mean more specialized tools maybe, but also potential headaches with compatibility.
Could be. It highlights this global race, not just for the best AI models, but for the fundamental infrastructure that powers them all.
Now, speaking of competitive dynamics, there was another piece of news that definitely sent some ripples through the AI community. Anthropic restricting OpenAI's API access to Claude.
Right.
It wasn't just a technical update. That felt like a competitive volley.
It did. Anthropic's stated reason was violations of their terms of service. They mentioned heavy internal usage by OpenAI, which Well, the implication was pretty clear.
That OpenAI might have been using Claude access to help train their own models.
That seemed to be the concern, yes. It's important to note, Anthropic said they kept API access open for safety evaluations and benchmarks.
Okay, so not a total cutoff, but a restriction on general use.
Exactly. OpenAI, for their part, publicly expressed disappointment, and they pointed out that their own API remains open to Anthropic. So if you connect this to the bigger picture, it really highlights this escalating rivalry, doesn't it? And the blurring lines around model training data.
When companies are both partners and fierce competitors.
Precisely. It throws up big questions about data usage agreements, what counts as fair use, and the whole future of open access versus locking things down. It definitely signals rising tension.
And this raises an important question for you, listening, whether you're a user or a developer. How might these kinds of competitive actions shape the future? Are we going to see more walled gardens, where access to the best models gets really restricted? Or could this actually push for more truly open innovation, maybe new kinds of collaboration?
It certainly puts a spotlight on the agreements and expectations around APIs in such a fast-moving field. What's acceptable use today might not be tomorrow.
We've covered some really groundbreaking stuff today, haven't we?
It's been a packed week.
Yeah, from that stunning visual generation that's getting close to real time to AI making these incredible leaps in complex math and reasoning, and then these intense competitive dynamics shaping the whole industry. It's almost dizzying how fast it's all moving. What stands out most to you from today's deep dive?
Maybe this final thought. As these AI capabilities expand at such an unprecedented rate and the lines between, friendly development and fierce competition keep blurring, how will you navigate this increasingly powerful technological landscape? And what new practical, maybe even ethical considerations pop up as these tools get woven ever deeper into our work and our lives? It's a question we'll all need to keep grappling with, I think. Constantly learning, constantly adapting.
Powerful thoughts indeed. And certainly an exciting, if slightly intimidating, future to watch unfold. Thank you for joining us on the deep dive into the cutting edge of AI. Until next time, keep exploring.